So AAA authentication using local database and drawbacks. So mostly in the production networks, AAA authentication or authorization by using local database is not really a preferable option. Because the main reason is it is not a scalable solution. Because let's say if you have hundreds of devices and you got some around 10 users who are responsible to manage your network, and you want to make sure that these 10 user accounts must be these 10 users should be allowed to access the device, which means if I use a local database, I need to go to each and every device and configure the user account and privileges and everything. So practically a not scalable solution, because if you have a very big network, managing the local database is not really scalable, because there is no centralized control for the user accounts, and of course it will increase the administrative task, because the reason is the username and the password are stored locally. So the preferable option is using some external servers where we can tell the user to log into the device. Whenever he try to initiate a telnet or SSH connection, we can tell the device where we are not going to store the local database, but instead we tell the device to forward the request to the external server like ACS servers, where the username and the passwords are stored and the authorization or permissions are stored over there. And based on that, it's going to verify with the server, and then the server is going to send out verify the database and confirm whether the user is allowed to access or not. And once the user is allowed to access, we can also authorize the user what commands they can execute. So the username and the password are stored on the remote servers like ACS servers. This provides a centralized authentication and authorization as well as some accounting. So the main reason is it reduces the administrative task as well as a much more scalable solution compared to the local database. Now here we use TACACS or RADIUS protocol, because the user tries to log into the device and it's going to forward the request to the external servers. So the communication between the end device and your remote device like router or switch is done with the help of telnet or SSH protocols, and the communication between the authenticator, the device you want to access, and the server with the help of either TACACS or RADIUS protocols. So commonly we use TACACS protocol for device administrations. So TACACS Plus is an extension to RFC TACACS in RFC 1492. So Cisco adds some proprietary enhancement to that. Uses TCP port number 49, and especially it is used for authenticating and authorizing the devices. So TACACS will allow you, it is commonly used for device administration because it offers you command authorization and accounting, which RADIUS protocols do not support that.